Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
This video is sponsored by toyhax.com. They're your one-stop shop for reproduction decals for your vintage G1 Transformers and upgrade decals for your modern box. Weaponry for your figures from the Toyhax Armory, and great looking backdrops for your display from Toy Stages. And now you can get 15% off of your purchase using my promo code PATRIOT at checkout. So yes, 15% off your order using my code PATRIOT. So check out toyhax.com and make your collection stand out from the rest. And tell them Patriot Prime sent you. Now, on to the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again, finally returning with another video. It feels like it has been forever since I uploaded something here to the channel. Just want to let you guys know that the last few weeks have been totally insane and stressful at my job. I've never really said it much on here, but what I do for a living is I work in county government. And my boss was on the ballot this year. So what that meant is if my boss's opponent won the election, I could have been out of a job. Because if her opponent would have won, she could have come in, axed all of the staff, and brought in her own people. So ever since the primary election back in the spring, our whole staff has just been worried. You know, the back of our mind, we could be out of a job after the November 11th election. But fortunately, thank Primus, my boss won by a landslide, and my job is secured for another 6 years. So I'm about 95% stress-free right now, and it just feels so good. So now that that's behind me, I can start focusing a little bit more on this channel. And I got quite a few things in the mail over the last week that I haven't even had a chance to take out of the box and mess around with. I got this really cool RoboCop 2 that I can't wait to mess with this guy. He looks awesome. I loved RoboCop 2 in the movie. I got the Dr. Wu Rain Dance set. I got the Legacy Heroes is Born set with Alpha Trion and Orion Pax here. And the featured bot in this video, the brand new Transformers Studio Series 86 Ironhide. I got this guy a week ago, and he's been sitting in the box. I've been dying to mess with him, but I've been working 10-hour days, and then election day, I worked an 18-hour day. So, man, it's finally time to get him open out of this package and check him out. So, let's take a quick look at the box first. Transformers Studio Series 86, Transformers the movie. We got some great artwork of Ironhide right there, opening fire. Ironhide himself in robot mode behind the open window that fortunately nobody's reached in and made him look screen accurate. Side of the box, more artwork, same that was on the front. Back of the box, we got Ironhide in robot mode, vehicle mode, and a picture of the backdrop. This side of the box, Ironhide once again, Studio Series 86. So guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Now, once you get Studio Series 86 Ironhide all opened up and out of the packaging, you'll see he does come with a sheet of instructions that, as usual, is very well illustrated and easy to follow. He also comes with two silver pistols. These are both exactly the same. It looks to be like they are black plastic and painted silver. And you get this really cool backdrop that looks like the command bridge of the Autobot shuttle. So you can display Ironhide right there if you have the room on your display to do so. And also there is enough room if you happen to have Studio Series 86 Ratchet, you can put him in there as well to recreate that infamous scene. Man, I really hope they give us a bigger Ratchet. And then of course, you've got Ironhide himself. Now, taking a closer look at Ironhide, this figure looks amazing. Just look at that head sculpt. That looks so good. He's got the blue eyes, the silver face. It just looks so much better than the Siege and Earthrise version. Very, very cartoon accurate. Bright red. I mean, he looks awesome. They did a really good job with him. My only complaint with robot mode right now is I do not like this dark blue translucent plastic. You guys follow my channel, you know I'm never a big fan of the translucent plastic, and I feel like he needed like solid white or solid light blue to make him look more cartoon accurate. But that being said, it's much better than the clear translucent plastic that was on the Earthrise version. Moving on, he's got lots of painted detail right there. You've got some silver along the chest, the Autobot symbol, more silver right there in the middle. Let's see, that's about it for paint applications in robot mode. The rest is dark red and painted red. All of this is translucent plastic that is painted. You can kind of see when I flip this down where that's all translucent and painted. Another thing that I hate, but man, it's just what Hasbro is doing now. Lots of sculpted details throughout. He just looks really good and fairly solid. There's not a lot of gaps with this figure, though there is some right there, and that's where the fists fold into the forearms, and the fists are very hollow, which is kind of off-putting, but how often do you look at the bottom of the fist with your figure? Now, articulation, the head is on a ball joint, can look up, look down, do a complete 360, and it is nice and tight, which is always welcome with these figures. Arms can go up, and I love this. They got that shoulder extension, whatever, right there, so it's just not a big gap right there, so that's cool. Arms can go up, they can go down. Complete 360 as well. There is a elbow bend, there is a rotation, and wrist rotation. Waist, complete 360 as well. Legs can go all the way up when you flip up the hip skirt, all the way up, all the way back. They can go out, they can go in. There is a rotation right there, and a knee bend, and deep, deep ankle tilts. And there's lots of movement with the feet, and that's due to transformation. So now let's get Ironhide's weapons. Like I said, he comes with 2 blasters, and they're both exactly the same. So you can put one in one hand and then one in the other. And there you have Ironhide, all armed and ready for battle. Though it is funny that he comes with 2 blasters, because in the movie, he only opened fire with one. Ratchet was the one that came with 2 blasters, which they gave the studio series. So not sure why they gave him an extra blaster, but hey, extra weapons are always a bonus. And another cool thing about the weapons is this late in the game, we still have weapons that are blast effect compatible. Love me some blast effects. Of course, you gotta make sure they're on all the way so they don't get knocked off. But there you go, nice little display option. Now, if you don't want to have both weapons in his hand and you want to have him pose more like the movie, there is weapon storage on his back. You've got these 2 pegs right here that line up with the rectangle port right there. Couldn't think of what to call that. So you can peg those in like so, but I think that makes him look like Rumble with the blaster sticking out of his back. Go ahead and peg it in facing down. And there you go. It's hidden from view. So now you can do, I just knocked it loose, but you saw it worked. So now you can actually do the pose from Transformers the movie right before he gets taken out. So now let's get into transformation. Transformation for this figure is pretty sweet. When I first saw him announced, I thought he was just going to be a retool of the Siege and Earthrise version. He is not. There's a lot of differences here, and it is awesome. So the first thing we're going to do for transformation, let's get the head looking forward, bring the chest down, and you're going to flip this section out right here. And inside this section, flip these little pieces out. Those are the little side windows. go ahead and fold the head in all the way, and you can leave that as such. Flip the back section all the way down. It's on a double hinge, so flip that down, bring the arms up, straighten them out on both sides, and they will peg together. There's a peg right there that lines up to this slot on this arm. Go ahead and get these straightened out, peg them together here, just like so. Take the fists and fold them in. That's as far as they go right there. Now you're going to open the waist up and you're going to rotate around right there. So spin this. This is kind of similar to the Earthrise version. Go ahead and spin that around like so and bring the front section up. You just kind of hold it in place because we're going to have to tab everything together at the end. Now, the leg transformation, it's pretty sweet. What you're going to do here is on the side, you got these flaps, just like the Earthrise and Siege version, but unlike those two, gosh, I can't talk this morning, these don't flop around. I mean, those are nice and secure on there. If you remember the others, these panels were all over the place. So you're going to unpeg these. Now, when I took mine out of the box, I had to peg them in. They were flopping around a little bit, but they are tight joints. Right there is a peg. There's a peg right there that lines up to that hole right there. So get these out and fold the window sections up. A lot more painted clear plastic right there. Leave that like it is. Bring the feet all the way out like so. Underneath the feet, you're going to flip these panels out and over. So out and up, just like so. Flip, there's little panels right here above right at the calf. Flip those up. And then you're going to take the feet and just bring these up and line them up with the panel you just flipped up. So this forms, as you can see, the back of the van. Do that on both sides. Go ahead and bring those panels down. So you've got this mess right here going on. So now what you're going to do is just collapse all these together. Let's go ahead and peg together the back of the vehicle. Just like so. And then you're going to line the arms up with the tabs here on the back. And there is going to be some movement, or not movement. You're going to have to do some angles. But these all kind of fit into place as you start tabbing everything together. So you're going to tab these sections here, those top sections to the back. Just kind of squeeze in and lower, and you want to bring these panels up and around. And once again, just kind of angle things a little bit. Get everything tabbed in, flip these around. I've transformed him a couple times and I can never get everything angled right until I start pegging him all together. So now from here, all we're going to do is clean everything up. Just tab there. There are tabs here. Match these up. The most difficult section to tab in is right here. You've got these blue translucent tabs that are going to peg in right above those pins right there. This is a beast. I might have to do this off camera. I was able to do it earlier. Let's see. Come on. There we go. So that's tabbed in. Everything else is tabbed in. The back here, you got two tabs. One that goes on the outside of the panel, one that goes on the end. Get that one in. Get the other side in. Once everything tabs in, they hold together really well, except when you misfire the tab right there. And once you get all of the tabs fully secured, there you have Studio Series 86 Ironhide in vehicle mode. And I love this. This is so much better than the Earthrise version. This is what we've been waiting on. There's no shield on the back of the figure. There's no parts forming. There's no feet hanging off the back. This looks really good. And just for a reminder, here is the Earthrise version. You got the feet hanging off the back. Plus you got those terrible wheels. Look at the wheels on Studio Series Ironhide. Those look great. They're not clipped on. They don't look like garbage. They're actually look right here. They're clipped on the inside. That's awesome. Hasbro, do more of this. Make your wheels look good. Another thing, like I said, the clear windows, they looked a lot worse than these translucent blues. So I'll give the Studio Series 86 Ironhide a little bit of a pass with those. But there is one disappointing thing. Look right here. You've got the left and right marked. One R and L or 2L. I mean, these are backwards. They're marked more on the other side, but that looks horrible. Why in the world did they do that? Of course, that's raised on the other side, so I know Toyhax is going to come up with a decal set for Studio Series Ironhide to fix that, to make him look a lot better. Look, you can look right through the figure with the windows there. So yeah, I'm ready for that to be fixed. Lots of silver here on the front. Got a nice Autobot logo right there from the chest. And silver there on the back, and you can see where a license plate would go. Lots of molded details right there. And looking through all the light that I have set up for my review, you can really make out the painted plastic opposed to the straight red plastic. It is darker. As you can see right here, that's your painted translucent plastic. And it doesn't look so bad. Like, I'm looking over my camera at the figure, but looking through the camera, you can really see that. It didn't look as bad in robot mode either. So now, just real quick for comparisons, there's your Studio Series 86 Ironhide. There is your Earthrise Ironhide and Generation 1 Ironhide. About the one major aesthetic difference or cosmetic difference is there's no yellow stripe on the Studio Series 86 version. But that's something else I figure Toyhax will fix later on. But in the cartoon, I don't believe he had the yellow stripe. And I am forgetting things. Weapon storage. You've got these translucent blue sections sticking out right there that are kind of off-putting because, well, they look like emergency lights. I can see if they redo a ratchet, those could be the red lights. You can store the weapons just like so. Same thing that was on the back of the figure. You just peg those in to the rectangles. So there you've got battle mode, but that looks like garbage. I actually like it like this. You face the weapons backwards. Big shout out to Bert the Stormtrooper for showing this off. So now the weapons look more like a luggage rack than weapons sticking out the front. And another place you can stick the weapons, once again, thanks to Bert the Stormtrooper for showing these off, you've got pegs right here underneath the vehicle. So you can peg them in right there. And now they're hidden. And he still rolls really good. So I think that works a lot better. Shout out to Bert the Stormtrooper. Thanks for showing those off. Yeah, Studio Series 86 Ironhide. What an improvement. And now for some quick size comparisons. Here is Transformers Studio Series 86 Ironhide with Generation 1 Optimus Prime, Generation 1 Ironhide. Let me show you guys a classic Toyhax decal. If you look in there, I've got a Toyhax decal showing Ironhide's head on the seat right there. So there you go. Earthrise Ironhide and War for Cybertron Netflix Megatron. Transformers Studio Series 86 Ironhide is the Ironhide figure we have been waiting on. He's got a great looking robot mode, very cartoon accurate aside from the collar of the translucent plastic. He transforms into a proper looking van. He doesn't have feet hanging off the back. You don't have to have this extra shield for parts forming to get it to work. This guy is awesome. Big shout out to Hasbro. You nailed this figure. I only have a couple of minor nitpicks, and that's all regarding the translucent plastic, especially with those numbers right there, the left and the right, the 1 and 2. Now I can really see it in robot mode. That sucks. But I know Toyhax will be putting a set out for this guy because I personally know the individual who sent Toyhax this figure so they could work on the decals. So there you go, guys. Transformers Studio Series 86 Ironhide. So, does a Transformers Studio Series 86 Ironhide belong in your collection? Absolutely. Hasbro knocked it out of the park with this guy. He is almost perfect. Aside from a couple of nitpicks, this guy is an amazing Transformers toy, and this is the Ironhide figure that we have been waiting on. Great robot mode, great vehicle mode, especially the fact that he doesn't have feet hanging off of the back. I love this figure. So, if you see Ironhide on this shelf, don't hesitate. Pick him up. You are not going to be disappointed. Now, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I do have a super thanks button, and I also offer channel memberships. And I have to give a huge shout out to all my current channel members because it's support like yours that helps keep this channel going. Once again, guys, this is Patriot Prime signing out. Hoorah!